Right. Um, Being asked to do. Recently, we've done a few challenges. So we have here some people playing Declare a Place. So Eamon done okay. So was asked by one of the other players to do a couple of videos on how do you play some hands. So I went in here and I got my hand. They're clearly not my hands. Close that down, and I chose hand 7 and 8 of a recent effort. So here's my challenge, and I went a little bad there on board 4. I think it was I misclicked or forgot something. Thought something was trumps and it wasn't, but that happens. Anyway, they said to me make a video about a couple of boards. So it just happened that in this set here, two slams here on board 7 and 8. So the first one is 6 hearts. So I'll put that up and we'll have a look. I was very impressed with. I even clapped myself on board 8. I thought it was very good. However, that was before I was asked. So now we're going up here. So a question was asked also to me. Let me see if I can remember it. It was in WhatsApp, so I might as well go back out and get that WhatsApp, even if it's kind of like might incriminate somebody. But anyway, don't think anybody says very much to me on WhatsApp anyway, so there's not going to be too much incrimination. But in order to get the thing set, WhatsApp, you can use it on your PC as well as your phone. I know the message was down here somewhere. Eamon, just a question on challenges. If the robots don't bid or overcall, do you take them for equal points and the potential overcall to not have a 5-card suit waiting? This drove me into it at last. Waiting video on YouTube. It's very helpful to hear your planning. Right, grand. You got the gist of it. Back out here. So I said I'd do a couple of hands. So here I am. Now, obviously this is after the fact. However, I did play the hand in real life, or without knowing any cards. So the planning for this 6 hearts. Okay, so you're in 6 hearts and you're thinking, well, sure, everything goes well. I'll have 5 hearts and a couple of diamonds and a couple of clubs. I'd be 9 tricks, and I'll have to do the spades. So the a normal way to play spades would be to play east to have one of the honors, the king or the jack. So you kind of run. You're gonna play queen, and if he doesn't cover, you let it run. And if the king comes here, then you go back over the other side, and you'll play a spade, and you'll finesse the 10. Now here on this hand, there's another option that could come into play, where assuming obviously we can see here the hearts are 4-1, so we're going to run into a bit of trouble there. But you can also play the ace of diamonds, unblock the ace of diamonds out of the way, and play the king of diamonds and throw away a spade, and then do your queen of spades thing and see how that goes. And then just maybe king of diamonds, you can throw away a spade and ruff the spade high. That'll be our last trump. So they're in your mind. So anyway, so the first thing you see is, this is what you see in these Declare a Play challenges. Now, years ago out in Malahide, like people might say, oh, the Clare Play Challenges, big deal. But years ago out in Malahide, we had a fella called Morris Quinn, and he was clearly before his time, because he used to run the Morris Quinn competition. And the Morris Quinn competition was a 2-week competition every year, and it was the Clare Play. You open up the board, you could bid it if you want, but you open up the board and it said, you're playing 4 spades, and the first 2 tricks are the ace of hearts. Like in this example here, it would say you're playing 6 hearts, and there's the bidding, and he give you the bidding, and well, in this case it doesn't really matter because it's your own bidding. But I mean, sometimes there'll be overcalls or something else to help you, or or distract you or something. So he'd give you the bidding, and he'd tell you the lead, and he'd say the contract is 6 hearts, and it'd be all written on a little bit of paper that Morris had painstakingly gone through. And in later years, as technology got better, as Eamon got better, and Eamon was involved, and he might write out some of the hands, but you had to go through the whole 27, 54 hands in total, like 227s, and these all had to be, there was no dealing machines back then, so these all had to be hand dealt and set up, and a whole lot of work had to be done. And Morris probably spent about a month beforehand preparing it, because Eamon would be playing at that stage. So yeah, there was the Morris Quinn, the Clare Play Challenges, and we didn't know them as that. It was just a Morris Quinn competition, and you were told the contract, and you were told the bidding and any other useful information, and that was it. He got them from Australian Bridge and from all sorts of. I mean, he had a son-in-law called Jerry Daly, who I actually knew before he was, well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, before he was a Morris Quinn team member. But he went to Australia with Morris's daughter and and maybe he went to Australia before that and met her. I don't know what the whole story was, but it's Jerry Daly was his name, and I'm sure he's still alive and he's kicking and everything else. He was from somewhere out in Meath. So anyway, that was the Morris Quinn competition. It used to be, it was actually what is now the Clare Play on BBO. So here we go. The history is over. Hope I was recording there. I was. Good. So on this hand, we had our little look, and we're thinking about some hearts and some spades and a king of diamonds to discard something. Everything is going to be good, we hope. So we get the 9 of hearts lead. Well, we're very happy with that, because I mean that's coming into our ace king 10, so we'll go ahead with that. And 9. And Robot often throws high cards, but in this case the 8 doesn't matter. So we won the 10 of hearts, so we're happy with that. So I presume next thing I done was I played the ace king of hearts. Yeah, got the bad news, or good news because of the lead, because he picked up the jack for me. So we went ahead and we done that, and no reason not to draw another heart. There we are. He throws a diamond, no hassle, another heart. So we will cross the dummy eventually and pick up that jack of hearts, and that'll be good. Then we have to turn our attention to these spades. As I said earlier, a couple of ways you can, I mean, the normal way a player would, he's after throwing away a spade, like, which is great, but probably, anyway, the normal way would be you play the queen of spades and you're going for one of the king or the jack here. So you play the queen of spades, run it, and see how that goes. If they cover, great, because your 10 and 9 are good. But the main play is for East to have the king or jack of spades. So we pop over. I think next is to, this is not me playing, this is the way I played the hand. So popped over to the ace of diamonds. We probably drew the last trump, did we? Yeah, we did. threw away a spade because we won't be using those long spades. We'll only need 2 or 3 spades, or even 2 spades because one goes in the king of diamonds. So now we're on our spade play now, I think. So we go spade. I mean, no matter what we do, we have to do a spade, I think, because I mean you have other bits here where you can go ace king and a small club and hope the queen jack fall. That gives you your 10 of clubs, but it doesn't take care of the spade. You've still got your spade play to make. If you have the king of diamonds, you can throw away a spade and then rough the spades high. But that won't work. That won't work because you've no entry left to get back to enjoy them. So, but it was there as a kind of a play area. So queen of spades. Eamon presumably covers if he has it. He's hardly going to duck the queen because he knows you're going to run it. So queen, king, ace, small. And now we have all we have to do is drive out the jack of spades and any problems here? Well, we did have, but as the robot threw away a spade earlier, it's not going to be there to annoy us because when we play a spade, he follows, so, and we're safe enough. All spades are gone, so we have an entry back to get the 2 of them and throw away our club, and our king of diamonds takes care of the other club. But you have to be careful, and if maybe the robot could have not thrown away that spade and life would have been a bit tougher. That's a very interesting hand, so, or point, but I'm not going to look at it in this video. So, Eamon gets home based on a spade play and makes 6 hearts. Now, seeing as we're here, we'll go back in here and we'll, okay, I'm logged out, okay, I'll go back in here, just have a very fast look. My computer seems to be running slower since I put in that antivirus. Let me go history. Go recent tournaments, there we are, take that, and I can get results here, and we'll look for a person. This is who was asking for the video, so we're not showing this person up now to be bad, but they managed to go down 3 on this hand, so we may as well show the wrong way as well, or what went wrong too. So we're there with no names, but I mean people could find names if they wanted them, but we're not too bothered. So how did they go about it? They got the same 9 of hearts lead, so that's great, and a 10-1. Now, what did they do next? I mean, ace king of hearts would be normal, I would think, but anyway, next they unblocked their diamond, which is fine. That's no reason not to. It's a good technique to unblock stuff. And hearts, but hearts, and got the bad news, and another heart. Got the spade discard. Now I might look at that hand later myself and see about not discarding that spade and see what hassle it causes. I don't have ready yet. Right, so she got rid of them, and now she goes a spade up, but she can still make this. Yeah. She goes spade up, there's a queen and a king. Now she's in the same position as we talked about, where you need the king or jack or both in the east. But her line is not for, I mean it still works if the king jack are there, but it leaves her where she has to take a finesse. So the robot put her to the test. 8 of spades back. She go, I mean, your man, this person discarded a spade. Now, I remember years ago I pulled a stroke, and I won't mention the expert opponents, but I pulled a great stroke because my partner discarded in a suit. Looked kind of like as if she had ace 10 small and discarded a small one on the first time she had to discard. And I had queen. I had ace queen jack, and the king was in dummy. So when I got on lead, I played the queen. Your man looked at it and he goes, king to 3 in dummy, and he ducked, and she followed with the 10. And now he has the plan in his mind that she must have had ace 10 small at the start. And I go jack. He goes, snorts a bit, and then he goes, plays small. My partner has discard, shows out, I think, because either shows out or plays the 10, and then I produce the ace falling the king and dummy. So in this case here, the West has discarded a spade and followed once, so it would be, you wouldn't expect them to have the jack. You wouldn't expect them to have the jack. So, fair enough. The person went small. And jack. Now the whole hand started to fall apart. Because she's 2 down. Hasn't got the jack of hearts yet. So diamond came back. She plays small, and jack. Still hasn't got the jack of hearts away. So club, 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 club. She's one down already. Club, 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 club. Oh, now she's left the club out. Now she's forgotten the run of herself. She must have forgot the trump. So the whole hand is falling apart. We'll save that embarrassment and get rid of that. Right, now, this next hand I have is a 6 diamonds hand. And I mean this was, I actually enjoyed this hand because it worked out. Don't know whether I played it correctly or not, but we'll get rid of that number 7 because we're finished with him. And hand viewer is there. 6 diamonds. I really love this hand. I mean, I thought I'd be off the clock in the results, but somebody matched me, so I'll have to go back and find out who that was. Anyway, we're in 6 diamonds, and the plan, it's hard to find a plan for this one, but we'll be finessing the diamond anyway. We're hoping for 3-2 break and make things nice and easy. This break is a bit off the clock. However, our plan will be after ruff a few spades. Ace king of clubs will throw away a couple of spades. Ruff a few spades. Might even do a reverse finesse. Backwards finesse through this way. But we can't do a normal finesse because we don't have a spade to lead, so might try a backwards finesse. Anyway, let's see what is the lead first, and we'll see how we get on. Queen of hearts. And if we have the bidding here, and there was no bidding by the opposition, so presumably they don't have anything to bid. Pass 1 club, pass 1 spade. Yeah, they don't really. So Queen of hearts lead. That probably shows the jack, so that might be useful later on. Queen, what? Probably shows Queen Jack 9 or something like that, so we keep that in mind. I presume I played small. small. Okay. What am I going to do now? I've got trumps to mind. Who knows? Got things to rough as well, so I suppose I'll be roughing a few spades anyway and discarding a few spades and seeing how I get on. And the trumps still have to be taken care of. Good lord. It's hard to make a plan for this, but I mean, yeah, we'll see. Queen of spades we went. He didn't cover, so I'd say we're roughing that. We're rough with the 8 for some reason. Right. Now, the club. We're rough. Oh yeah, we're roughing out the clubs a bit. Okay, roughed out a club. Another spade. We roughed that anyway. Right, we roughed 2 spades. How are we fixed now? Probably tells me I'm making it, does it? A ways to go down, like, but I mean, there's so much good tools here on BBO with it and other programs, but I mean, look, it shows you what cards work and what cards don't. Anyway, I probably play a jack of diamonds, probably. Yeah. He didn't cover. I don't think it mattered whether he did or not. So a jack of diamonds finesse works, okay, so that's good, except we've no diamonds left to do another finesse. So we'll have to have another trick up our sleeves. Now, the other trick for me is these clubs, I'm going to use them as reserve trumps. So I think we rough a club first though. We're in real trouble here, but we still can make it. We now have only 2 trumps left and East has 3. How in the world are we going to make this? We're going to have to pull out some good stuff and we're going to need the right distributions. Why in the world are Ace of Spades? How did we not manage to play that when it was going to win? Anyway, what did we do next? Oh yeah, the hearts. Remember the hearts where they had the Queen of Hearts? That was good, yeah. So we we played Ace of Diamonds, look. Wow. You threw the 10, but it doesn't matter, I mean, because the 4 or the 10 are all the same, because I only have the Queen left. Oh, this is mad. Then I went the heart over, I need a few hearts. I've done the 10 of hearts as mentioned earlier. Now things are starting to look a bit nice for me. We just need him to follow suit to a few more tricks. So Ace of Clubs, and he followed. It looks a bit dodgy now because it looks like he doesn't have the Jack. King of Clubs, there we are, Jack. Throw a spade, yeah. Now we just need him to follow to the Ace of Hearts. Ace of Hearts, heart. And the magic is working. Because now we're in dummy. We're going to play a club. And he's got King 4. And there's nothing he can do. He can go King of Diamonds and our Queen is good. Or he can go 4 of Diamonds. And we rough it. 12 tricks. I mean, boy, these things come along like, and it's just nice. Anyway, that's that. So I want to go back and need to go back and back and back. Somebody's on WhatsApp looking. I gotta see what the person done. It's this one. and we had 6 diamonds. Somebody else made it, so we might go back and find them and see what they done. 2 people went down 2, and 2 people went, and one person went down 1. We'll look in there and see what happened. So they're playing. They got the same lead as me. Queen of Hearts. Next, up with the ace. So they've gone up with the ace for some reason, and that removes their chance of playing to the 10 of hearts. Right. Ace of clubs. Throw away a spade. King of clubs. Queen comes. Play the jack of diamonds. They're still alive. Jack, king, ace. We ducked that. They're no longer alive because they've they can ruff a spade to dummy, alright. But jack of clubs comes. That's making shortening their trumps, so they ruff. Great. Play ace of spades, okay, grand. They play spade, king, ruff, great. 8 of diamonds, small, queen, okay. I'm well down now, I'd say, because I mean, can't get back the dummy at all, so down 2. We'll end that. We'll not go near that. I mean, the plan wasn't. I think any hope of making this contract was using the 10 of hearts. So going up ace on trick 1, you were struggling, and then so on. So I said I'd go back and find the person who made the contract. So I have to go and put it down. Go in here. Find the person who made it. So I suspect. Well, let's look here and see, did this person make it? They did, right. Let's see what they done. It's always good to see what other people do. So we'll just have last bit of this video. We'll just see how this person. Cheeselet, I think her name was. So yes, we can make the contract. So Queen of Hearts, small heart, grand. Ace of Spades, okay, I didn't do it that way. Throws away the 10 of Hearts. Wow. And you're going down. So seems the robot must have given it away. Queen of Spades, King of Spades, ruff a diamond, okay. Jack of diamonds, covered. Okay. And they're back in business. Previous. Play small and yeah, right. So the robot gave it back. So I thought I had somebody who was playing good like me. Right, anyway, the robot gave it back to them. They roughed the diamond. And over-roughed. Heart came back, which is fine. Done. And throw spade. King of clubs, throw spade. There's only the 4-3 of trumps left, so I rough that. Whether they know, there's only the 4-3 left. One doesn't know, but anyway, they're making their contract, so that's the way it goes. Now, that's the end of my video for today. 2 hands, 2 slams. Hopefully everything works out. So we'll Fitzwilliam, notice no bridge tonight, right? Grand. End of recording. So we have to go here and we go click on that and we go stop recording.